Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nexus division. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have Boogans Forever. On the right, it is Mallow, Oats. On the side of Boogans Forever, we've got Thundercats on the Stukov, Tom on the Hogger, Camp on the Tychus, non-champion to play the Chromie, and Kala on the Diablo. Over on the side of Mallow Oats, we're going to be seeing Terminator on the Blaze, Piemaker on the Mephisto, Crafty Devil to be playing the May, Sonic's Bro on the Greymane, and Soskado on the Anduin. A redemption for Hydrate. I can definitely do that. Thank you for the Hydrate, Rommel. So my intention was to cast all day today with the job thing stuff. We'll see. We'll see what we do today. Refresh caster. Thank you. I hope you have a good stream going to sleep. I hope you get some good sleep, Rommel. Don't forget that if you have Prime Gaming, you can use your Twitch Prime Gaming here at twitch.tv/BahamaGaming. Get yourself some amazing emotes. Solskido? That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Solskido. Terminator on Blaze per usual. Z. Wow. Tell Bandit he's perfect. Mr. Bandit, you are absolutely perfect. Thank you for the redemption. So we will see Hogger Blaze in the rotations for now. Let's go ahead and get rid of that player icon. And we can also take a look and see the Mortar Punisher will be the first Punisher of the game in the top lane. Greymane to split off and grab the Impaler camp for mid lane. Diablo continuing to do rotations with the ally team to make sure that he's picking up a lot of these minion kills, or at least around them, for his souls to be built up. No level 1 questing talents at all from either side, as we have Stukov weighted Pushto going into the bush. Might have seen Crafty Devil, who does dive in with the Blizzard, with the icing. Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge, pushing around the May. Crafty Devil getting a little bit low, and the camp does go over to the side of Boogans Forever. I'm just looking top lane to see what Tom is doing. Just playing the lane a little bit slow. Terminator just to rotate into mid lane to push up a little bit further with the Impaler camp. Bottom lane to be cleared out by the Greymane, as we have level 4 approaching for both teams. A little bit faster, obviously, for Chromie based on her trait. And she'll be going Time Troubles, which will be armor reduction for enemies, armor buff for allies. That armor means spell and physical. Negative 15 to enemies, plus 30 for allies. Tychus coming in, getting a lot of damage onto Crafty Devil with that minigun, but Diablo is the one falling very low. The Twin Flames does get the kill, and First Blood goes over to the side of Mallow Oats as they invade the camp, and they will have this for mid lane. We have our first objective phase coming up here in about 40 seconds, announcement in about 10 seconds. So until then, we'll be seeing these teams rush for level 7, or at least rush for some experience here. Typically, level 7 is hit right around the objective phase timing. So we should be seeing, with the double soak rotations and the camps to be grabbed on the top left and right respectively, that push for level 7 very quickly. You can already see that 6 is here. Sonic getting low, almost goes down to the Fallen Shaman. It is going to be, I believe, fully leashed, and Blaze comes in to clear that out. Chromie will scout out the Greymane, who was Hearthing. So he actually repositions his Hearth because he was a little afraid, or at least the assumption is that the Greymane was a little afraid that there would be an invade and he'd get one shot by a literal auto attack from pretty much, actually, any auto attack would have killed him. I think even a minion auto attack would have killed him at that point. Let's take a look really quickly and see. No, the minion auto attack wouldn't have, but it would have been very close. Greymane made me pucker there. Oh, okay. just clenching the cheeks while getting a camp. Tom ends the left and right bounce. Tom getting very low on this Hogger. Greymane dives in with the Dark Flight and does manage to get the kill into Hogger. Kala getting the overpower onto Terminator, who will try and position towards the right of this objective phase area. Looper! Ooh, wait, Thundercats does go down just as Piemaker's Shade of Mephisto does end. Looper, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. I hope you had a good stream. Thanks for bringing your friends over here. Good morning, Looper. I hope you had a fun stream, bud. If someone could give a shout out, that'd be much appreciated. 27 and rising when it comes to the Skeletal Defenders, and the assumption is that this will go over to the side of Mallow Oats. Thank you very much, Ninja. We got that 7 talent here on both sides. Desperate Prayer for the Anduin, pretty standard across the board. We do have Trickery for the Mephisto. I'm a little partial to the Frost, but honestly, Trickery is from what I've heard from like Pirate Rum and videos that we've done in the past with him. He definitely recommends Trickery for the more advanced players. Frost is just easier, because the Trickery actually, it has base movement speed, which can throw you off a little bit either way. Time Stop onto the Diablo, he's got that 30 armor. Doesn't matter, because the Greymane still has Inner Beast active and the autos necessary to get the kill. We do have top lane Fort. I would assume this actually falls with the siege potential already coming out from the members of Mallow Oats. So a really early Fort in the top lane, really good for the side of Mallow Oats, kicking things off here in map 1 in our first best of 3 of the day. As we cycle through the other numbers with 10 talent tier approaching, we'll go ahead and take a look at what the damage healing experience looks like while I drink some tea. Teacups keep sticking to my warming plate. I also grabbed the largest tea mug today for God knows what reason. It's usually the Friday mug I use, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just grab one gigantic mug for today. Thanks for the lurk, Darth. Thank you very much. Little bounce from Hogger. Oh, actually, that was a little weird pocket that Tom kind of fell into between him and the loot horde. But either way, that 10 talent tier, as I mentioned, soon in favor for Mallow Oats, as they've got a solid level lead with the 4 kills they've found. Next Punisher, second Punisher of the game, will be Frozen in the bottom lane. Taking a look and taking stock of what Siege has been had. A little bit of damage into the literal gate. The tower taking a little bit. Actually, both towers taking a little bit. Over on the side of Mallow Oats, they're 100% fine, at least structurally. And 10 talent tiers here. You got the Durance, the Avalanche, the Curse Bullet, the Light Bomb. Blaze, I do not see a world where Blaze goes... actually, you know what? With the amount of combustion that I've actually been seeing lately, maybe... Okay, no, it's bugged. We have been seeing combustion here and there in different divisions of NGS, so... Durance of 8 doesn't connect, the Avalanche does not either, and Diablo with a couple hundred HP is going to be, a few hundred HP actually, is going to be able to tap well and back away. Healing Pathogen shared by the Stukov. Speaking of Stukov and friends, he actually has not taken his 10, but we have Shockwave for the Hogger, Massive Shove for the Stukov, Commandeer Odin for the Tychus, Slowing Sands for the Chromie as we saw earlier, and Lightning Breath for the Diablo. Kind of a wombo of keep them in place and cook them alive. Slowing Sand, Shock Ray, all good abilities to lock someone in place. Maybe we see Virulent Reaction at level 13 from the Stukov, which will be another way just to have Diablo Lightning Breath value. Speaking of value, you've got Blaze in the top lane pushing up the wave, and this will be Catapults dealing good structural damage right now. 130 standard, 260 into structures. Blaze getting CC'd to Oblivion. Bunker is available. Terminator doesn't go for it. There's the Durance of Hate. There was a Shockwave as well. Lightning Breath from the Diablo. Curse Bullet from Crafty. Excuse me, that was from the Sonics Bro. As Dark Flight goes in, and they still get... Oh! Soul gets into the bunker just in time. Terminator pops the Adrenal Stim Pack. Greymane does go down to the Nexus forces as the Hogger finds a decent bounce to back away. May jump. Actually, no. Pi goes back in, but takes quite a bit of damage. Crafty still it's still working on the camp, actually. I don't think this camp's been won by either team. I think it's still neutral. Invade onto the camp. What did it yield? Diablo died. I believe Diablo died, right? I believe Diablo died, yes. And I think Greymane. So there was a trade in kills, but realistically, it still is Mallow Oats ahead, as they will have 13 talents here. The solid level lead still. Pie Maker just checking the bush with the Skull Missile there. Soul able to get a little bit of healing out as well. Some flash heals on top of that. Greymane Dark Flight's in, using those Razor Swipes for the AoE and the cleave from his auto. Does his auto cleave? Actually, I'm not 100% sure in the Worgen form. I thought it has a little bit of cleave value, but I'm actually looking and no, it doesn't. I'm just thinking of the Razor Swipe has cleave, which is that right there. Anyways, 13 talent tiers here. Hogger and Tychus to clear out the top lane. Push up their Unfallen Shaman. May anchoring forward for the allies. And we'll start the camp. Hey, Kalis. How was your first day at the new job, bud?
Red team has summoned a frozen Punisher.
Tell us all about it. Did you make any friends? Did anyone steal your lunch money? Do we gotta beat anyone up? Did your boss make misogynistic comments to you that you felt uncomfortable with and you still stayed at the company? Jump from the Punisher, Endurance of Hate from Pi, and that's a lot of damage onto the Diablo. He's trying to back away. Big time stop from the Chromie. Keep in mind that negative armor and that positive armor. Diablo might be able to live because of that, but it's not enough. May is able to set up the kill. Shockwave into the backline. Diablo's souls will be consumed. He's already respawning, and the Punisher pushing in through bottom. That's another fort to go down. Meanwhile, in mid lane, keep in mind you do have an Impaler camp and a wave. Good jump from the Punisher. Follow up from Greymane with the Dark Flight. Punisher will fall, but so does the Hogger, and it seems like Keep from Gate might be poked at, but not taken down. Maybe we have a rotation into mid. ISO, what's up, bud? Oh, did they release the CCL video? Nice. Yeah, that was all Warak. So far, so good. Got a massive info dump. Definitely won't be able to remember it all. My colleagues seem nice. Colleagues seem nice. That's always the worst. Who wants nice, sociable colleagues? I want colleagues that are just mean and don't talk to me, so I can get my work done and then leave. No, that sounds great. That sounds good. No, it seriously sounds good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I always feel like the first day is always a massive info dump. The worst that I always had was it wasn't the worst always, but it was the worst that I had was when I started at the engineering place. They sent out an email like, oh, by the way, like, Chris is starting today. Make sure you stop by his office and say hello and introduce yourself. So I met like 40 people, and I don't remember a single one of their fucking names. And every single introduction was just like, hey, my name's Chris. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. What do you do? Blah, blah, blah. And then I'd end it with, by the way, I'm horrible with names. I will probably forget your name tomorrow morning when I'm back in the office. And they were like, at least you gave me a heads up. So I would say the first month at my job, if I didn't know someone's name, I just called him Bud. Just, thanks, Bud. Hey, how's it going, Bud? You doing good, Bud? It's some good coffee, Bud. That's my tip for you. If you don't remember someone's name, just call him Bud. Or friend, you know? Wait, Baha calls me Bud all the time. Shit. Well, that's also just what I do for stream too. Because Bud is gender neutral, so it doesn't matter. Friend is gender neutral. It's easy. Instead of saying, hey there, guy, you can say, hey there, Bud. How's she going there, guy? That one's more Canadian, but still. It's a little Midwest. 16 talent tier for the side of Mallow Oats as they have found another fort with the slow push through mid. 16 talent tier coming in soon for Boogans Forever. Lurking Arm from the Stukov does scout out the enemy on the camp. He does have the Growing Infestation, which limits him on the duration that he can have the Lurking Arm out for. Now, here comes our next objective. Mid lane. I believe Arcane Punisher? Yes. A lot of them are older, so I call them old man. Well, that's when I worked in architecture and I had a dinosaur for a boss. That's what I would call him from time to time. I'd literally, like, he'd be like, Chris, can you come help me with this? I'd be like, okay, dinosaur. That job was like, there was like 4 people that worked in that office. So at the beginning it was great, and then it turned into an absolute hellscape. Hey, Cav, what's up, bud? By the way, happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. I no longer have a contract at Wisdom. Shockwave, Endurance of Hate, Lightning Breath, the bunker down from the Blaze, the Hogger goes down, the Blaze to fall, excuse me, the Hogger to go down, the Diablo to fall, Terminator will actually fall. I predicted the future on that one, haha. Call me Bahadamas as Greymane. Actually, Nexus forces steal the kill away from Greymane. Greymane with the Inner Beast active. He is just slicing and dicing through that enemy Stukov, as that'll be a domination, a solid.
Team kill.
And this is the top lane Keep from Gate fully being taken down. Now, I don't know if you really need to take down the entire gate, but My whole thing is, if you're not playing, like, the reason I'm hesitating here, the reason if you're not going to end through top, I feel like just making the push through mid would have been the better call, and then when the enemy respawns, then you back off and get Punisher. But either way, that is what happened. They do get keep from the minion wave right here, and Curse Bullet will be rocketed out into the Diablo. We will see the Immortal picked up. That's my 2 cents. Like, if you get that kill, it's not like you're rotating all the way from, like, top to bottom or something crazy. Like, I think the rotation into mid wouldn't have been that long. They could have gone gate keep and then backed off and done this Punisher. But either way, it doesn't matter. Let's continue casting the game as we do have 20 talent tier on the horizon for the side of Mallow Oats. My buddy messaged me like a couple days ago, and we were just chatting like a little bit here and there in the morning while like I was making breakfast, and he's just like I made some joke about just like, oh man, how's it rotating PDFs in the automotive industry? And he's like, dude, I shit you not, like there's a guy who's 70 something, and he's like, dude doesn't even like know like half the time. He's just like not there. And I was like, that's so sad. And I was like, and he's just like, everyone wants him to retire so we can just like move people around. But that's how these things are in the United States. People hang on to their positions, even though they could just retire. Anyways. That was the issue when I worked at the architecture place. The two project managers wanted to get the company off the owner, and you know, because they would also get his clients, but he just didn't want to retire. Eventually, he was medically forced into retirement. Not like he died, but like he had some medical issues, so he's like, all right, I gotta go into retirement. So, which good on him. I mean, you know, it's important. Oh yeah, speaking of medical stuff, I finished out my H. pylori this morning, so I'll have hopefully a call or information from my doctor soon. Maybe next week. I'm honestly hoping a little bit that it is like positive H. pylori, because it's very, very treatable. It's an extremely common stomach issue, and so it's so easy to treat that if that's the case, then please just let it be so I can just be done with it in a week. Anyways, my apologies. We're getting off topic. Let's talk about what's going to happen in the next few moments, because right now Mallow Oats have dominated the map. They have nearly painted the entire place red. They've got a 20 talent tier advantage. They've got a 2-level lead and almost every structure down on the opposing side, while losing a singular fort front gate. A singular gate has gone down. So Mallow Oats in a completely comfortable position here and controlling position. Bahamut's gut is the medical drama of the season. Hey, are the members of Mallow Oats playing bingo? Are they trying to do like the isn't there a bingo square for like paint the map red or something, or paint the map your color of the team type words? Okay. Anyway, sorry. I don't want any medical drama this season. Can we skip any drama this season? Can it just be a happy season? I wish they'd play bingo against us. I want to do, I mean, I said it before. I want to do another one of those bingo events, but like have it be like you have 5 games to either black out your bingo card or get as many bingo squares as possible. And like set the map order beforehand too. So like it'd be like I talked about this before, like start on Battlefield, then go to like Black Hearts, then go to Infernal, then go to like an ARAM map, and then end on something like fun or something like that. I don't know, like I'm trying to think of like end on like Hanamura Temple. That's fun, right? Shockwave from the Hogger does come through. Tom getting a little bit low, gets the healing pathogen popped by the Stukov. A lot of damage onto the Diablo. He does pop the lightning breath, but goes down. Souls will be consumed as you see that 1-second death timer. Hogger spinning out. You do have the Hunter's Blunderbuss from the Greymane, which is allowing that splash damage onto Tom and non-champion. That splash damage actually is really, really big. He's not going to solidify any sort of kill onto Chromie, but still just kind of whittling her down on the sustained chase with with the technically the the quadra kill, Diablo dying twice. This is going to be there's actually going to be the quadra kill. Nope, it's going to be Thundercat's absolutely fine. The core shielding will start to go down, and it's looking like, ladies and gentlemen, map number 1 is going to be heading over the side of Mallow Oats. They will be taking this first map in our first best of 3 of the day. GG, well played. We'll see how Boogans fares on map number 2. If I have to play Hanamura, I will quit the team. Wow. Toxic. Oatmeal? Oatmeal's great. Isn't the Towers doing the classic 5-game map? That is true. That is true. But I also like making you all suffer. That's the other thing. I also like making the players suffer for my enjoyment. Oh.
You up for some cake and pie later, buddy?
Okay, I'll give you some stats. Okay, here's the deal. Maybe. Okay. You'll play Hanamura. Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, there you go. Lazy Hydro play Hanamura. Easy. Only if you can play Crabman. I don't think Mr. Krabs has been added into the game. Now, let me see if the players are on the same sides. They are. God, OBS 28 looks so ugly. The UI looks just awful. I absolutely despise the update that they had. If you use OBS, don't update to OBS 28. It looks awful. Yeah, here, Cav, let me show you. Let me show you, Cav. It looks so ugly. It looks so ugly. Like, the sources is my biggest gripe. The sources look awful. I managed to actually mash down this. Like, before, it had it all, like, defaulted to this. But I managed to somehow mash it down so it's like this now. Oh, it's because I moved my scene transitions to a sidebar over here. But yeah, my sources, I hate how the sources are organized. Because before the sources were all tiered, yeah. The sources were all like tiered. So like if I have a grouping, if you have a grouping, much like a folder organization. When you have a grouping of something, so it like instead of it being in line of that group, when you open up the group, you expand that group, it shifts down to the right a little bit. It doesn't do that anymore. It's just straight down. So luckily, I color coordinate everything, but I hate how it looks, man. I hate it. Absolutely do not like how it looks. It's so ugly. It is absolutely so ugly. It's gonna take a lot to get, yeah, just don't update. Just don't update. Also, it breaks your Stream Deck. It literally just breaks the Stream Deck plugin. You have to go to the Elgato website and download like 2 files to make sure it works again. So there you go. If you use Stream Deck and you want to update to OBS 28, good luck. I'm lucky that it worked after the reinstall. You're expecting something like that? I honestly, I wouldn't. I would expect it not to happen, but it is what it is. Anyways, map number 2, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Nexus Division matchup of Boogans Forever versus Mallow Oats in this best of 3 series. On the left-hand side, we have got Thunder on the Anduin, Tom on the Muradin, Camp on the Sylvanas, Non-Champion on the Tyrael, and Kala on the Joanna. Over on the right-hand side, we have got Soul on the Stukov, Sonic Bro on the Zagara, Falstead to be played by Piemaker, Crafty Devil on the Diablo, and Terminator on the Blaze.
5, 4, 3.
I'm backing up everything before, yeah.
1.
You read the notes? I mean, like, it really didn't, like, I read through the notes of it. It didn't seem like it updated anything, like, super major. Like, yeah, there's, like, HDR stuff, but, like, has HDR ever worked in the years that we've had it? I feel like there's been HDR stuff, and it just never works still. Offlane Joanna with Melee Flexterial. Giga Chad comp. What if it's an offlane Muradin? Did you think about that? Offlane Muradin? What are your now what do you think? Is that still Giga Chad? Three tanks and a Sylvanas. Car guy didn't get back to you? Okay. Wait, what the? Yeah. He's also Perfect Storm. Gotta get those autos. Gotta get them dings. Either way, Fetid Touch for the Stukov at level 1. We've got the Gathering Storm for the Falstead, and we have the... Is it Ardent Restoration? Yeah, Ardent Restoration for the Tyrael. If he goes Haymaker, it's Giga Chad. Otherwise, small PP. All right, Tom. When you eventually watch back this VOD, just know that Lazy Hydra, if you don't go Haymaker, is saying that you have small PP. I would make a prediction on Haymaker or no, but people could just easily Google and find out, so I'm not going to. We can all just mentally bet in chat. Okay. Oh, it's 4 talents apiece. We're just kind of hanging around, waiting for the first objective to be announced and spawn in the center of the map. Crafty Devil getting some of that pre-channel, you know, that very good pre-channel before the objective is up. Nah, just playing within the shadows, maybe looking for an angle for a shadow charge. And Venom Spines for the Zagara. We have the Biotic Armor for that Stukov, but Hammer Gains for the Falstead, so he's going to be looking for some self-sustainability with that one. We also have the Unstable Poison for the Sylvanas. We got full shotgun build, as we used to call it, from the Muradin with the Storm. What is the level 1? Perfect Storm, and then he's got the Sledgehammer at 4. Hey, Interchip, what's up, bud? Good day to you, my friend. Hello to anyone in chat. If I missed anyone in chat, hello, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to be casting some HOTS, and then if I mentally just can't do it anymore, we'll swap to something else. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we're talking about OBS. We're talking about OBS 28, how it looks. There's a new version of OBS that just came out, and it's really ugly. And I was just showing chat right before the game. So he was backing up everything if he was going to update to check it out. Yeah. Okay. Lurking Arm, no growing infestation, so Stukov can just permanently... nom 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 nom. Just... I don't care if I want to update. I got my OBS just the way I want it. Don't. Take it from me. I wish there was a button to take me back. I wish there was honestly just like a skin. If any of you used Winamp back in the day, I wish there was just like a skin for OBS to make it look like it did before. Because it looks so much cleaner. Like the sources is my biggest gripe. The sources look awful. And I don't like everything is rounded and soft shaped. I don't like that. Give me the hard Windows 97, excuse me, Windows 98. Give me just those hard corners on the design. Winamp was great. I loved Winamp. Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Tom comes in with a big dwarf, heavy impact, excuse me. He has the heavy impact? Yeah. I wanted to say Dwarf Launch. I'm like, that's later. That's like level 16. Chastise from the Anduin. Some decent damage into Crafty, but there's also a lot of damage into the Joanna. That'll be first blood, second blood in favor for the side of Mallow Oats. Tibertle, I think is how I say your name. Thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content. Triglaw Protector. Falstead and Blaze to get in. Okay, so what are they going to do with this? It's going to be the mid lane, going to be opened up. I was wondering if they would prioritize bottom, but it seems like with Zagara, that's what they'll be doing. Oh, Winamp is still great. Winamp is still amazing. I rarely like listen to music that I have on my I have like so much music that I have from back in the day, from like sharing like metal CDs and stuff like that with friends. But I just use Spotify for like everything at this point. Spotify and YouTube. Because Spotify actually, like, I found some old like basement metal bands from Michigan, like their albums, like one of their albums is on Spotify. I'm like, hey, cool, all right, I'll take that. I didn't think that they would ever be on Spotify, but all right, I'll take it. Winamp has returned to from modern PCs. I was reading an article, not sure if it's out yet. Really? Yeah, I like VLC quite a bit. If I ever need to like make anything for stream, I usually just use OBS to record, and then I just do full screen capture. That's what I usually just do. Which, by the way, I was laying in bed last night and I was thinking about that Scorpio intro thing, and I literally thought of how to make it. I just have to do it, so I think I'm gonna make it this weekend. But I think we're gonna make that Scorpio thing an intro for stream. But I have this whole idea for it, so I just have to see how it works out. I'm pretty sure it can work out really good. Welcome! Poof. Which character can carry a team easily at lower ranks? That's hard to say. That's really hard to say. I would say like I would say that like not every role, but like tank-wise, like a really good Muradin can carry a game pretty good. Because of, like, a good Muradin, a good Joanna, a good Diablo, like, all of those tanks can carry a game. Muradin going in with the Light Bomb right there, lands the Stormbolt, and that'll be the setup. So right there, that's a great example. I mean, Muradin landing that ability to just jump in, or getting the Light Bomb jumping in and just landing that setup. When you look at, like, Assassins, like, people will always say Falstad. I will also say Falstad as well. I think he's up there because you can gust away a really bad team fight. You can, like, Gust is a really, really good control tool. That'll be a judgment in from the Tyrael, and Zagara does go down as we have the Devouring Maw just as she falls. But, I mean, there's a lot of characters, like, if you're a god tier Kel'Thuzad, you could carry at a low tiers. I think Falstad's a great option. I think Vala's can be very good if you're like Vala's very position heavy. Greymans can be great. Li Ming's can be great. Even in solo lane, like there's solo laners. Like there's Urels that can carry. There's Blazes that can carry. There's Leorics that can really set up or help out the team with slows and tombs, damage reduction. So I wouldn't say it's excuse me, my apology, a little frog in my throat. I wouldn't say it's like one specific character. I would say play what's strongest to you. For me, if I was to solo queue into Storm League, I would only play Falstad. I would just play a lot of Falstad. And if I didn't play Falstad, then if I had to play a tank, I would go with like Muradin or something. But that's me. Like those are the heroes that I feel comfortable with, that I feel like I can do stuff on. It's really your playstyle as well. Hey Foxington, thanks for the lurk. What Scorpio thing? So I was I watched all the Mortal Kombat movies on Monday, the two Mortal Kombat movies, and there's a scene where Johnny Cage is fighting Scorpio, and like Scorpio literally is like behind Johnny Cage, and like he just goes welcome, and then just punches Johnny Cage in the face. So I was like, oh, I should make that like a stream intro screen or something. And I have this whole idea for it because I couldn't sleep again last night because I never can sleep. There's a Gust from Falstad trying to make a play happen here, pushing the enemy into a bad spot on the map. There's going to be a Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, a Haunting Wave from Sylvanas. Sonic is going to go down before the Judgment comes through. Anduin to be traded in this fight. Still, both teams vying over this point, which I think actually have all the fortification camps were used around this fight for this fortification camp. We do have that Falstad falling as well. Crafty getting a little bit low. Non-champion getting out, excuse me, with the Eldruin's Might. The old World Cup, yeah. So the reference I'm talking about is from 1995, and then there's the 1997 Annihilation. Mortal Kombat 1995, fantastic movie. Like, yes, it's cheesy, but it's 1995. Like, it's pretty good for 95. The Mortal Kombat Annihilation movie, I had thought someone drugged me at one point because it's just like the movie. It's just it's so bad. If you enjoy laughing at a bad movie and like constant plot holes where they like build a plot for like 20 minutes and then just rip the plot apart in like 2 minutes, a minute later, and then explain how that plot is no longer viable, go watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation. The sequel is just trash, yeah. The sequel is trash. But the 1995 one, it's great. Like, it's cheesy, but it's 1995, so, you know, I'll take it. I will say this, though. There are 2 animated movies on HBO Max. There's 2 animated Mortal Kombat movies. They're pretty good. It's in the same animation style as, like, the Harley Quinn show. So if you enjoyed that, honestly, I'd recommend it. But either way, non-champion gets out from a potential dive onto him. We do have Joanna joining in with the allied forces. No control point B for either team just yet. 46 stacks, by the way, on the Falstead. Just want to note that really quickly. 87 on the Murden autos. Oh, I agree, Cookie. I agree. It was enjoyable to watch. It was enjoyable to watch trash for you. I'm not saying it's good, but you enjoy it. Yeah, exactly. To each their own. I mean, I love the Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Is it good? Pfft, no, but is it fun to watch? Absolutely. Judgment in from the Tyrael onto the Zagara. Massive shove will be out from the Stukov, not connecting. Triglaw Protector, second one of the game and second one in a row for the side of Mallow Oats. Devouring Maw from the Zagara. Tom getting low. Falstad with the sustained damage. Zagara will be traded, though, in the engagement. That's me with Spaceballs. Oh, dude, Spaceballs, to me, Spaceballs is good through and through. I love Spaceballs. I love Spaceballs so much. You love Spaceballs, so, but people talk so much shit about it? Wait, what? The people that talk shit about Spaceballs just don't have a funny bone in their body. I'm sorry. They don't. I lost the beeps, I lost the sweeps, and I lost the creeps. The what, and the what? You know. Jammed. There's only one person in the universe who would give me, what is it, raspberry? Lone Star. God, it's such a good movie. We're surrounded by assholes. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, sir. He's my cousin. He's an asshole. I need to rewatch that movie this weekend. I really do. It's been like a month, and I need to rewatch it. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. Judgment canceled out by, I believe that was, might have been Blaze with the jet propulsion, but either way, Zagara still falls. She drops the Devouring Maw. Falstead finds the kill off of that. Zagara may be falling consistently in these fights, but she is trading out, or at least setting up for a potential trade, and that will be the Falstead going down as well, so no longer a trade. Terminator trying to make a play happen here. Murden with the Dwarf Toss in that heavy impact. Soul getting low, pops the Healing Pathogen, spreading to the allied crew. Is that, yeah, that's Universal Carrier at level 16. Constantly spreading that Healing Pathogen around. How many assholes do we have here? Sir! Nice haymaker from Tom. Do you know the actor who was the person who played... No, I didn't know. I didn't know that. Light Bomb, Murden, Dwarf Toss in, good stun, Rocket, excuse me, Storm Bolt rocketed into the face of the Stukov, but he's fine for right now. Okay. Well then. We, a lot of back and forth, but like no major movement on the Boogans Forever side taking down any structures. Like, it's 7-5 in kills, but there still is all the gates mostly up. On the opposing side, A singular fort is still available. Hey, you guys find anything over there? We ain't found shit. I love that they have the afro pick as well. It's just. I remember we watched when we were kids, we watched Blazing Saddles so much. You are so talented, and they are so dumb. Really more? I didn't know that. Now you want pizza? Me too, dude. Me too. I kind of always want pizza. But I have leftover beef curry that I made. Oh man, I had it last night. It was so good. I honestly think that like a lot of stews and stuff are better on day 2 and 3 than the initial day when you make it. Like the next day, like it has like that night to just like sit in the juices. Oh. Anyways. You know my least favorite thing when casting a game is being told when an outcome is gonna happen. That is my my least favorite thing. Deshane Train in the future, as a reference, please don't spoil things like that. Please don't. That really takes away from the whole joy of casting. Wow, I didn't know that more. That's awesome. Like it's like when you watch a movie and your friend has seen it and there's like a really cool fight scene about to happen and they're just like, "Oh, dude, just wait. Here it comes, dude. Here it comes." That. Please don't do that. I really appreciate it if you wouldn't. Judgment in from Material. We have the fight breaking out in the bottom lane right now. 20 apiece in our levels, as it is going to be control point C still in favor for the side of Mallow Oats. You'll beat Shane up later for me. Will you? Is that a guarantee? Don't guarantee it. We need some booty claps. God dang this mug. Keep sticking to the warming plate. But either way, Crafty Devil still sitting on the right-hand side. We'll back away. Tyrael jumps in. Does have the Sword of Justice to be able to kind of dip, dive, dodge around. As I have said in the past, it sounds a little negative, but it's like budget Zeratul. Terminator pops the Pyromania. Here comes Pymaker. Wind Tunnel is available, looking for that angle into the corner. Hammering goes out. Lightning Breath from Diablo. There's going to be a bunker down from Blaze. Stukov, he's in a bit of a bad spot, but the Wind Tunnel might have saved for this time as Stukov's able to get into the bunker down from Blaze. We have a Judgment in from Tyrael, a massive shove from the Stukov. I think the damage came through. Oh no, wait. Oh no, the massive shove was on Tom. That's what it was. Sorry, I was like, how did that even work out? But either way, it is looking like it's going to be a quadra kill, as this will be non-champion going down, and control point C shall be won over by the side of Mallow Oats. You bully him? No, I just want some booty smacks, that's all. Yeah, no, he's not supposed to find joy out of this. It's like my best friend who one time his dad gave him math problems as punishment and he was happy because he loved math. Anyways, so this is going to be the Triglav Protector walking through bottom lane. I expect with the Triglav C, this should be game number 2 over the side of Mallow Oats. Alrighty. GG. Map number 2 over the side of Mallow Oats. They take our first series of the day in a 2-0. GG, well played.